Hi, I'm Dana, and horseback riding is one of my favorite pastimes. Today I'm going to show you the first step to riding a horse, saddling. It looks complicated, but it's actually very simple. I first learned how to saddle a horse 2 years ago and now saddle him anytime someone wants to ride. In this demonstration, I will explain the 4 steps to saddling a horse: catching, brushing, saddling, and putting on the reins. This is my audience: Jeremiah, Kyle, and Caitlin. This is the first step to saddling a horse. This step is called catching. In order to catch the horse, you have to throw the rope part of the halter over the horse's neck and take either side of the halter and put it on the horse. Once this is done, you tie them together on the right side of the horse's head. This is the second step to saddling a horse. This step is called brushing. When you brush the horse, use the rubber brush first. It helps get the mud off of the horse. When you brush, brush from the front to the back and the top to the bottom. Be careful whenever you brush its backside because they tend to kick. After you're done brushing with the rubber brush, brush with the softer bristled brush. It helps get all of the loose fur and the loose mud off of the horse. This step is saddling. You put on the blanket and the saddle. When you put the blanket on, you make sure to put the blanket on top of the hump behind the horse's neck. This keeps the hump padded and keeps the horse from getting hurt. When you put the saddle on, make sure that you push the girt and the stirrup over the side so that you don't scare the horse and make him jump. Put the saddle on top of the blanket, but not too far back and not completely in the front. This step goes along with the last step. In this step, you tighten the girt and the strap. Pull the strap through the girt. Make sure that it's straight. Pull the strap up to the little loophole and pull it down through the girt again. Do this 3 times. Once this is done, take the strap, turn it to your back, and stand up. This tightens the girt. You may need to do it more than once. Once you've done this, stick the buckle through the hole like a belt loop. After you've done that, pull the last strap so that it tightens the belt loop. Once this is done, put the rest of the strap through the leather hole and tie it so that it doesn't come loose and so that the saddle doesn't loosen and you don't slide off. The last step to saddling a horse is putting on the reins. To do this, you first have to untie the halter from the post that you've tied it to. Once you have untied the halter from the post, take the rope part of the halter and throw it over the horse's neck so that he feels like he's been caught. Once this is done, you can untie the halter from the horse's head. Once you have untied the halter, start to put on the reins. To put on the reins, push the reins towards the top of his head. Make sure that the bit is in his mouth. This is one of the most difficult parts of putting on the rein because the bit slides to the bottom of the gum. Once the bit is in his mouth, continue pushing the top of the reins towards his head until his ears are in front of the reins. This will keep the reins in place. After you've pushed the reins back behind his ears, buckle it to the tightest buckle. Now that you know the 4 main steps to saddling a horse, go out and try it for yourself.